Hello, my name is James Seddon. This is my submission for GD50 Project 0. This is the Pong AI update. So here's my main.lua script. You can see the player 2 code that I've commented out here for the keyboard controls, and added my own CPU logic for that player. So what I've got is the position of the middle of the ball and the bottom of the paddle. So those things in combination with the player 2.y, I can calculate whether or not the paddle is in the right position to hit the ball. If those two are aligned, then we don't need to move at the moment. So I set the speed to 0. Otherwise, if the ball is higher than the player, then we'll send the player 2 paddle going up, or if the ball is lower than the paddle, then the paddle will move downwards. Okay, the other thing that I've done is introduced a CPU timer, so that is currently set to 0. It should be set to 0.2. So if I set that to 0.2, then the CPU, the computer controlled paddle, will check for the position of the ball every 0.2 seconds. So that just allows a few mistakes to come into play with that AI character. So it's possible for the player to win. The paddle isn't just perfectly in line with the ball all of the time. And changing this value can kind of introduce different difficulties into the game. Okay, yeah, so this CPU timer, I can counts down every frame, and if it is 0, then we will reset the timer and then run this loop, run this if statement just to check the position of the ball and move the paddle. Okay, I will demo that now. You can see the paddle there is jumping around trying to find the ball. And it's pretty good, but will make mistakes from time to time. Just because as it gets closer, I think the time limit comes into play, and if it can't move in time, then it's going to miss the ball was moving very quickly there, so I think it missed it, and I missed it because I'm not very good. I'll just demonstrate that value in play. So at the moment it's moving every 0.2 seconds. Change that to 0. I'll change that to a second, just make it really slow to make it obvious what's happening. And you can see that the paddle is moving basically up and down all the time. Trying to keep up with it, but it can only check where the ball is once every second. It manages it there, but obviously that's not going to be very good. And if I make that 0, then the paddle should perfectly be in line with the ball. You can see it just makes very tiny movements when it notices the ball has moved, so it's always pretty much in time with the ball. And I will really struggle to score a point here. I don't know if I'll be able to. Yeah, it's just absolutely spot on. Okay, thank you very much. That was my submission for GD50 Project 0, the Pong AI update, and my name is James Seddon. Thank you very much.